Now that the preparations are done, it's time to get working on your workpiece. Step 1. Take a wooden piece. Select the wooden face that is free from knots and shakes. Use a jack plane to smoothen the surface flat. Mark this as the face side with a pencil mark. Use a jack plane to plane the edge flat to the face side. Check it with a tri-square for its squareness. Plane the edge further if required and mark it with a pencil. This is now the face edge. Your wooden piece is now ready. Step 2. Next, cut the pieces to length. Use a steel ruler to mark the length. Set the marking gauge to the required thickness and mark a parallel line along its length on the face side. Support the wooden piece against the bench top. Use a handsaw to cut the pieces along the gouged line. Using a smoothing plane to smooth any ridges left on the edge. These components will make the sides of the pen holder. Step 3. Set the mitre square to a 45-degree angle with the help of a protractor. Place the mitre square on the edge of the inner side and mark a line with a pencil for the tapering cut on the width of each wooden piece. Support the wooden piece against the bench top and taper the edges using a jack plane of both the sides. Ensure the 45-degree tapering cut with the mitre square. Similarly, cut all the 6 pieces required for the pen holder. Step 4. Our next step is to cut out the base. Take a small square piece of plywood and mark the points with a steel ruler and pencil. Use a spring caliper to gouge a circle and the points for the sides. Darken the points with a pencil. Join the lines to the marked points to make a hexagonal shape. Now, keeping the piece on a plank of wood for a raised level, use a handsaw and cut along the trace line all the way around the shape. Measure and check the size of the side. Now, we are ready with the 6 sides and the base for our pen holder. Step 5. Check the corners for any roughness. If required, you may use a flat file to give the corners a smooth finish for perfect joining. Mark the inner sides with a pencil. Step 6. Use a brush to apply glue on the edges to all the joining sides and the sides of the base. Step 7. Hold the base and check for the correct edge and fix the side panels. You can drive small headless nails to fix the base. Take another panel and fix it on the other edge of the base. Similarly, fix all the other sides. Ensure that you fix the right side for a perfect seam. Once you are done, check that the base and the sides are aligned with each other. Remove the excess glue with a damp cloth and you are done. Leave the glue to dry. Step 8. Once you've assembled the components together, you need to give the finishing touches to your pen holder. Take a sandpaper and sand down all the rough edges and smoothen the surface before you apply polish. Step 9. Take a clean cotton cloth and dip it in the liquid. Squeeze out the liquid and apply it to your workpiece gently. Apply at one stroke from top to bottom to prevent marks. Continue till you have covered the entire workpiece. And here you are done with your final pen holder. Use this practical guide to make a pen holder of your own. Here is a recap of the broad steps you need to perform to complete the workpiece. Step 1. Square the wooden piece. Step 2. Cut the pieces to length. Step 3. Chamfer the edges. Step 4. Cut out the base. Step 5. Smoothen the corners. Step 6. Apply glue to the components. Step 7. Assemble the components. Step 8. Give finishing touches. Step 9. Apply polish.